Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a short product review for you for the Squid Grip controller grips. It is basically just a grip that you put on your controller, but a lot of you requested a review for this particular product along with Control Freaks, which may be coming in the near future. I picked some up at PAX and I've been very lazy about adding it, and I decided to go ahead and review it today. You can see this is the basic Xbox controller. Here we have my Scuf that has the Scuf grip on the back, and lastly on the end we have the Squid Grip with the Squid Grips all the way through. If you're wondering why it's on white paper, that's because I no longer have the white table to film things on, or even a brown table. All I have is black tables, and black tables and black controllers, you'll lose contrast and detail, so I just put some printer paper on it so you can see what's going on a little better. First things first, I want you to know that there is no money in this for me. The incentive here is that I got a free set of Squid Grips to review, and I promised to do a review if I got the product for free, so that's it. You will notice a coupon down on the bottom. That's something that the company sent to me, hoping that they'll get a good review and then more of you will buy, but I'm not getting paid for this. There's no commission on this. It's just a normal, simple review in exchange for a free product. Alright, so let's start off with the basic stuff. It is a plasticky sort of wrap that you put on your controller. It comes with two different packs. You can see this one wraps around the right side. It gets on the bottom so that when you grip it, you have grips on the bottom pretty normally, and on the other side, when you're holding on, kind of like, I'll try to get my hand in focus here, you have grips around here as well. Normal, relatively simple stuff, but it's a plasticky kind of material. Oh great, I've turned the Xbox on, lovely. But if I want to, I should be able to, I can peel this back a little bit. You can see kind of how it goes on. I'm kind of mucking it up by doing this, but if I peel it back, you can see when you would apply it, you would just stick it on like that, and I have no idea why my dog is complaining so much in the background. Ozzy, what is your problem, bro? Seriously, we're doing a review here. This is professional. You're not professional, okay? So go chase birds. Don't give me that, dude, don't give me that face. That's right, go. Lay down. Get out of it. Don't give me sad tail either. Dogs, they're crazy. The other things you have to put on manually are these little stickers. These are, I'm going to go ahead and pop my battery pack off here so that bright light doesn't go. These stickers are a sort of branding. They're not really stickers, they're like little hard plasticky sort of, maybe gel sort of things. You got to put those on manually. They don't come on because the whole thing flat packs. The whole thing comes in a very flat box. There's no real thickness to this. It wasn't much thicker when I got it. The grips do fit the controller very well. You can see it matches the contours here on the back. It's got the right shape to go down and around. You'll see, I don't know if it's not, because it's not a perfect fit or where I mucked it up, we have some little lines and some warping here where it didn't quite match, though I didn't quite get it right on either sides. This part that's peeling back right here was originally supposed to go along the little groove in the controller, if you can see that. So I got it a few millimeters off, but it still feels fairly good. It still plays fairly good. And that's probably the most important part of the review is how does the Squid Grip feel? How does it feel? Especially how does it feel compared to other things? If the audio sounds a little different, my wife is now over my shoulder filming this, and the question is, how does this feel? How does it feel compared to the other ones? It's ultimately very subjective, but it feels very good. I don't know if you can see me from pushing it, but it's a sort of spongy material, and the tiny little divots here, if you can see those, they are supposed to absorb sweat. They do give you a nice little grip on it. It feels kind of solid. It does feel a little bit cheap, I hate to say. It feels a little bit like the Mad Catz stuff, but imagine if the Mad Catz controllers were done right. Instead of having weird, plastic that peels, it feels more comfortable, more natural. It doesn't get sweaty easy. I have a very greasy forehead, so let's just, oh God, that's greasy. It looks terrible, but it's still, and it's gone, and it's still relatively comfortable. It doesn't grease up, and it feels good on the back too when my hands grip back here. Comparatively, the Scuf grip on the Scuf controller is a very different kind of material. It probably doesn't look that different than the grip here on the non-grip or the plastic on the regular controller. I don't even know if you can see the difference on a camera. But if you notice, the Scuf grip has a leathery sort of material. This, I would say, is a more professional feel, but it's very hard. It's not like you would think it would be grippy and soft. It's very, like, hard as a rock. It doesn't give at all, whereas the Squid Grip has a little cushion to it. It has a little bend. It has a little melding, maybe. I don't know what your particular taste in controllers are, but this one is a little softer, a little easier on the hands. And of course, the standard controller has pretty much nothing going on with it at all. Comparatively, this feels like you're holding a piece of plastic, and you can see mine's dusty. I haven't used this thing in ages because I've had my Scuf over here. This one feels like a cheap plasticky sort of thing. This one feels like a very hard, rough leather on the back, like a very, I'll call it durable. It's actually made from a military composite material. It has no grips on the front though on the Scuf. Like if you have problems with your palms and here, that you got nothing, it's just going to slide. Whereas the Squid Grip, it wraps all the way around. I personally, as far as feels go, I prefer the Scuf grip a little bit because I don't have really sweaty palms. I don't need the anti-sweat divots or any of these things. But the difference here is this is about a $200 controller after all my accessories, $189. The Squid Grips are $15. They're super cheap. So if you have sweaty palms, if you don't like the cheap plasticky feel of this controller, or if you're just kind of interested in maybe upgrading the comfort experience, it's not a bad buy. It's 15 bucks. That's about as bad as you can go. As far as longevity goes, I've been playing with it a bit, as you can see, peeling it on and off. They do peel off pretty easily. Ooh, I'm messing it up here. I'm kind of mucking mine up. Some of the sides I haven't been playing with are peeling very, very slightly. If I had to just give an off-the-cuff random guesstimate, it'll stay on longer, obviously, because you're holding and you're squeezing them down every day. I would say these are probably about, I don't know, 4 to 6 month kind of grips, and then you'd probably need to get new ones after that. Maybe 3 months, depending if you game super, super heavy or something. They're not super long term, but I believe that getting, 4 to 6 months out of a $15 grip is not bad. This will probably last forever, but it's not as forgiving. It's not as, sweat resistance. One of the neat things is if you get a Scuf and you don't like this, you get the $15 Squid Grips and just put it on a Scuf controller. It still works fine. They designed the Squid Grips so that they don't get too close to your paddles down here, and on most controllers you can still kind of hit the paddles or just take a little knife and just slip that up and it works fine if you're interested in that. Either way, both of these are definitely a big upgrade over the basic old dusty controller that I haven't used in a long time. So, final opinions about the Squid Grip. I think that it's comfortable, it's squishy, it seems to be relatively sweat resistant, it applies pretty easily. Longevity is probably going to be about 4 to 6 months. That's not bad because the main strength is it's 15 bucks and I have a little coupon, so after the % off it'll be like $12, $13. Super, super cheap product like Control Freaks. And if you can't afford, I shouldn't say that because I know some people do have budgeting issues, but $15 is super, super cheap. I kind of like my Scuf grip a little better. I don't like that they don't have anything here on the front. I prefer this a little bit more because I'm branded or whatever, but this is like $200. Whereas this is 15, and this is way cheap, and they're both much better than this. Squid Grip is a good product. It's not a product that I personally need because I don't have the dry hands or sweaty, sweaty hands problem, but there's nothing wrong with it. And if you're interested in it, there is a little coupon link down there in the description. It's 15% off that the guy gave me. I get nothing from it, no commission, no nothing, but if you're interested in Squid Grips, there you go. Ozymandias. What's going on, bro? What do you think about the Squid Grip? Do you like the Squid Grip? Ozzy, do you like the Squid Grip? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like the Squid Grip? Ozzy, Squid Grip. Clearly dogs do not like the Squid Grip.